I love math, math, math. Math can change the world. I love two-factor. I like the box method. Don't miss a Mr. Ing video. I love polynomials. Polynomials.
This problem says to simplify. What math operation is between 4 and the parentheses? Multiplication. So you would like for me to write on your quizzes or tests the word distribute, but I will probably just tell you simplify. Pay attention when it's needed. To multiply, I'm going to take and distribute to each one of the kids. Now this next step, you don't have to do it, but it might be helpful for you. It's 4 times the x squared. It's the 4 times the 2x. It's the 4 times the 30. Now some of you are probably thinking in your heads, Mr. Ing, this is too easy. I don't really need to do any show you work. Okay? I beg to defer when it actually gets more difficult. So when I give you something simple, just do it so that you can apply it to something that's difficult. Class 4 times x squared. 4 times 2x and 4 times 30. Notice that our answer is written in descending order. What's descending order? Everyone say exponents. What number is that? 0. So the variable, the base, right now we have 1 letter, it's written in descending order. It does not matter with a number in front. There we just distributed and have to combine like terms. Alright, so in this problem they tell us to use the distributive property. A lot of you guys might use the arrows. Raise your hand if you use these arrows. Totally fine, not wrong. Distribute means which math operations right here, class? Multiplication. So essentially what it is, it's this this -2 is going to each of these terms. So you don't have to do this step. I'm just kind of showing you what that would look like. It's -2 times the 3x squared. It's the -2 times the 5x. And it's the -2 times the 1. Class, go ahead and multiply. -2 times 5x. And that would be -2. This would be our answer. A couple of things to note about our answer. It's in descending order. Descending order is by the exponents. X to the second, x to the what? First, and then x to the 0 power. Okay. I do want to show you guys this problem in a different way. Still can do the -2, but I'm going to put that term in the box. You've been in my class before, you've kind of seen this already. So I'm going to put in the 3x squared, the 5x. I did it wrong. Try again. Kids would say, keep trying, you'll get better. Daniel Tiger. Put them on the outside. 3x squared, 5x, and a 1. And the reason why I'm kind of showing you this here, this is the area model. Everyone say area model? We can use this for other forms of multiplication. -2 times 3x squared, same thing. What do you get? Here. And there. -2, and that's my answer. Okay? Let's go ahead and try the other problem. We can distribute. Class 4 times a squared. 4 times 3ab. So you're just going to multiply the constants. 4 times 3 is what? Notice how this is not in the parentheses. Class, what's the invisible coefficient? 1. Sorry, -1. And then because these are like terms, they both have an a and a b, I'm just focusing on the coefficients. 12 and -1. Or a squared plus 11ab. When you have two variables, notice here it's in descending order by the a value. A squared, a to the first. Okay. Then the b's, they go the other direction. So this would be b to the first, this would be b to the 0. And that's our answer. Alright, so if you're looking at this problem, you should recognize that. How would you guys define just 5x? What kind of omial? Monomial, which means what number? And this one here? Binomial, which means what number? 2. So what do you think your box is going to look like? A 1 by 2. Let's draw it. You're going to put 1 on the other side, and then just make a box. So I have a total of 2 boxes. What do you think I'm going to put? What do you think I'll put on this side? 5x. And this side? Class, what math operation did we learn to do first today? We learned to multiply first, and then second we do what? Add. Or combine like terms. Class, 5x times 7x? So I'm going to multiply 5 into 7, gives us 35. And x times x is x squared. And what goes here? Negative 5x. So I'm going to write my answer next to this one because this is an expression and this is equivalent to 35x squared minus 5x. And that's my answer. So I'm going to do something excruciating painful. I'm going to do the box method. And the reason I'm doing this box method and writing out all the little terms is to help you understand the next part when we factor. So I have 4xy squared, 3x squared, minus 5xy plus 6y squared. Okay, so if I'm multiplying these, essentially what I'm doing is I'm multiplying 3 times x, yes? Times 4 times x times y times y. And then I can just multiply those that are like terms. 3 times 4 is x times x is x cubed. And y times y is x squared. And I can do the same thing for the next box. Negative 5 times xy is negative 5 times xy. 4xy squared is 4 times x y times y. Negative 5 times 4. How many x's? Squared and y's? 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the last one. 6 times y times y. 4 times x times y times y. 4 times 6 is positive or negative? And then how many x's do I have?
1.
And then the y's?
4.
Y to the 4th power. Raise your hand if you got that as your answer. So then you can notice I have, remember the constants, the numbers in front do not matter how I order them. X to the 3rd, x to the 2nd, x to the 1st. And then the y's are going in this direction. Does that make sense? Y to the 4th, y to the 3rd, y to the 2nd. Okay. And again, the reason why I did that to break up all of the terms is so that when we factor, we can find those that what they have in common. Distributor means which math operation? Multiply. So you probably did something like this with the arrows, right? So you have negative 8ab squared, negative 8ab squared, negative 8ab squared. And then you have these here, 6a squared times negative 8ab squared times negative 5b, and negative 8ab squared times 7b squared. Now you don't have to do that step, but it's trying to visually show you what distributing is, right? And then now I'm going to go through and just multiply the coefficients. Negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. A times a squared, same base, you're going to add the exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. There is no b's in here, so you get b squared. As I'm writing the answer, I'm writing them alphabetical. Everyone say alphabetical?
Alphabetical.
So this kind of tells us a's go first, then the b's. Negative 8 times negative 5 is?
40.
Positive 40. A times a? B squared times b cubed. Negative 8 times 7. A times, and then b squared times b squared is b to the. So my answer is here. This actually also tells us the way that they actually write your answers. Notice how the A's are in descending order. Descending means going down, and it's based off of the exponent. Everyone say exponent. 3, 2, there's an invisible 1. It's not determined based off of the coefficient. You'll also notice that the B's, because we did alphabetical, the B's are ascending, going up. 2, 3, 4. Alright, this problem says find the product of 6x minus 5 and negative 3x plus 2. Class, is this, what kind of omial is this? How many? Binomial. So bi means what number? And this one is a binomial. 1, 2 terms, and that is 2. So class, what is 2 times 2? That tells us how many boxes to draw. And now I'm just going to place each of these binomials, doesn't matter where. I'm going to put this one on the side, so 6x. And don't forget the negative sign. And then I'm going to take this one, this is negative 3x, and a positive 2. Nathan, we're first going to do what math operation? We're going to multiply. Nathan, what do we do second? We're going to what? We're going to add. Kevin, negative 3x times 6x. Yeah, remember when you're multiplying, you actually add the exponents. You can write that if you want. Multiplying, add exponents. Kevin, 6x times 2. X. Sarah, negative 3x times negative 5. And Sarah, negative 5 times 2. So we've just multiplied. Natalie A, let's go ahead and add. Which ones are like terms there? Just kidding. Lilia, which ones are like terms? Go ahead and tell me what our final answer is.
Negative 18 squared plus 27 minus 2.
Minus 10. Raise your hand if you got this as your answer. Notice how our answer, it's best if you just write them in descending order. Remember, descending is the exponent. 2, 1, x to the 0.
To simplify, a little bit hard to see, you have r minus 7 and r plus 2. I'm going to multiply first, and then we're going to add or combine like terms. So this would give me r squared, 2 times r is 2r, negative 7r, and negative 14. So I have this right now. And then I'm just going to combine like terms, so I get r squared minus 5r minus 14. And this would be choice A.
Says simplify. Again, look between the parentheses. There is no math operation. So here we are going to multiply. Multiplying essentially means we're going to use our box. This is a binomial, so there's two terms, 1, 2. And this is also binomial, 1, 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. You're going to have a total of 4 boxes. Multiply first, then add or combine like terms. So I have x times 2x, that'll give you 2x squared. X times negative 9 is negative 9x. 2x times 7 is 14x. And 7 times negative 9 gives you negative 63. These two are the only ones that are like terms. So 14 and negative 9 gives you 5x, because remember, you are adding. 2x squared plus 5x minus 63.
You can choose either side. And I want you to notice that there is no, I'm just going to write it, no plus or minus, okay? So you are not distributing in this problem, okay? So what we have to do here is, this is multiplication. And if it's multiplication, you got to do, your choices are FOIL. You may have learned that from another teacher, first, outside, inside, last, or in my class, you're going to use the box. Let's use a box, okay? Question, why am I drawing this box, okay? The reason I'm drawing this box is because you have a binomial, 2x minus 2. 2x plus 1. Oh, we did this in factoring, but now we're just going the other direction. Instead of having the inside going to the outside, we're going from the outside to the inside. All we're doing here is just like the FOIL method, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to first multiply, and then you're going to add or combine like terms. CLT, combine like terms. So let's do that. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. The reason why, you just multiply those, that gives you 4, then x times x is x squared, okay? 2x times negative 2, negative 4x. 1 times 2x is 2x, and 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So we just multiplied, now we're going to add or combine like terms. There are no terms that are similar to the 4x squared, so let's write that, 4x squared, okay? 2x and negative 4x to triangles to show they're like terms because they both have an x. Doesn't matter what's in front. Now in front, we're going to add the numbers in front. 2 plus a negative 4. 2 minus 4 gives you negative 2x. And then this one right here is just a term by itself. That they call that a constant, so I'm going to write negative 2. Let me show you the common mistakes that I'll say don't do. A lot of students will try to take this 2 here and try to distribute, and you'll get something like b squared plus 49. What does b plus 7 squared mean? The exponent there tells you that you have 2 of them. And then you can just use your area model to multiply. B plus 7, B plus 7. Same thing you did above, multiply. So you'll get b squared plus, these are like terms, so that'll be 14b plus 49. And that'll be choice C.
Let me show you the most common mistake. If you wrote x squared minus 9, that was the most common mistake. I'll probably give you 2 points. The reason why this is wrong is, again, you cannot apply the power rule of exponents to this because they're not by multiplication. Okay, this says x minus 3, and that means you need to write it out twice. If you wrote it out twice and you got the rest of the problem wrong, I gave you 2 points. Now, the only reason why I give you 2 points for this one is because it's part of the answer, but it's not correct. So binomial times a binomial, you have multiplication, so you're going to do the box. X minus 3, multiply, x squared, negative 3x, positive 9. You're going to look for like terms here. Now you're adding, so let's write that again. You are multiplying first, then you are adding or combining like terms. So this would be x squared minus 6x plus 9. I gave you 3 points if you were doing the box and everything inside the box is correct, but out here, I don't know. Maybe you didn't get it right. Maybe you wrote, I don't know, positive 9x or something like that. Okay?
Math is my favorite subject and a very challenging class. And if you ever take it, you should do more than just pass. In it we learn equation, linear, quadratic, and more. We always do our homework, it will never be a bore. On a future college day, a professor just might say, students with your mind so bright, go solve this problem right tonight. Math is my favorite subject and a very challenging class. And if you ever take it, you will learn to love it fast.